Montour High School marching drumline. Thank you guys. Thank you all for coming. I just want to start in the beginning here by just found out some news from Saul over here that in downtown Pittsburgh right now there's a hostage situation, potential bomb threat and situation going on. And I just want to take a moment and we can all pray that everything works out okay down there and that nobody gets hurt. Hopefully it's not as serious as it sounds, but we don't know exactly what's going on. So we want to make you all aware of that. So thank you for that. It's a moment of silence. Kind of screwed up the opening lines I wanted to use. I'm kind of a jokester sometimes, and I wanted to welcome you all to the Pittsburgh Pirates playoff party. Not the playoffs this year. How about the Pittsburgh Penguins season kickoff? They're on strike. At least we have the Steelers. So let's go Steelers. So thank you all for coming. It means so much that you're all here. The turnout is tremendous. I couldn't thank you enough. Really, there's so many people here that are involved with us on a daily basis and helping us promote our mission. All of our vendors and all the way through the career training field, including some government offices and people that hire our graduates, people that supply our students with tools. It's truly amazing. It's very much appreciated that you're able to make it out today. Hopefully we'll give you a day that's worth your time out here, and hopefully it's been fun so far. I wanted to stop at the beginning here and just say a couple words about the people that put this event together. And I'd like to thank them all, but I think every single employee and most of the students actually got involved in putting this event together. I can't tell you how much effort and time and work and worry went into this. Debbie Beer, our Director of Admissions, was the leader. Couldn't ask for a better leader. But everybody, and if I start saying names, I'm going to forget people, but everybody that participated, I thank you so much. It's been such a great day. And Debbie, I don't know if it was you or Saul that ordered the weather today, but thank you. Good job. Doesn't always happen in Pittsburgh. The mission of Rosedale Technical Institute is to train students to get jobs. That's what we do. If you look at our website, we say that we're not about the MBA, the PhD, we're about the JOB, right? And that's what we've been about for Jay, you like that, right? That was an old Phil Chaucy line. We've been about the JOB for 63 years, and that's what this facility is all about. It's such a great place to be. I had a career in retail finance for 15 years, and Debbie was with me at Kaufman's, and it was a nice field, nice job, but working here for the past 7 years, I tell you, this is the only job I ever want to have in my life. And it's thanks to the people here and the students here, and all of you know what I'm talking about. There's nothing like touching a young person's life and getting them going. The things that we do every day help improve the lives of our students and their families and their kids, and it goes on from there. You can see that when you talk to some of our instructors that are graduates of a program like ours or from our program and see where it's taken them. So what makes Rosedale special? Some people ask me that. What makes Rosedale special? Nobody asked me that today yet. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. What makes Rosedale special? A few things. The people, first of all. The most important thing I can do as the administrator of Rosedale is to make sure we have the right people here. We spend so much time and effort as we've been growing to hire the right people. We've got people here that have been here. Tim Molesky, our maintenance supervisor, has been here since 1975. Tim, thank you. It's the people of Rosedale that care so much, and any of you that work with them, you know what I'm talking about. They care so much about what we do here. What else is special about Rosedale? It is our training. You saw, it's nice and clean in there, but there's some dirty stuff going on too. We train real live stuff. We don't do a lot of simulations and pretend work. We do as much as we can real live work. That's the best way to learn. We don't have to do internships or externships because our students are doing live jobs here, and they're ready to go right off the bat to work for an employer. That's one of the things that makes it special. Another thing is everything we do is geared towards our mission. When one of my staff members comes to me with an idea or a topic or a question, it's always, well, how does that help the student? How does that help our programs? Everything we do, from our training programs, teach them the skills. We teach them how to get a job. We have resumes and interviews classes. We bring in employers to do mock interviews. We help them with finding jobs either while they're in school or after they leave school. Everything we do is geared towards our student mission of getting students jobs. 63 years ago, Rosedale was founded in Verona, PA, in a little borough called Rosedale within Verona, and that's where the name came from. I don't know if anybody knew that, but little borough of Verona called Rosedale is where it was founded. In 1969, it was moved to the north side of Pittsburgh, and that's where Phil Chosky took over ownership of the school. Phil is somewhat famous in his own right. If you go to the Carnegie Mellon Theater, is named after him, the Chosky Theater. He was a big benefactor throughout the arts in the city of Pittsburgh. So Phil moved the school in 1974 to the Strip District, and at that time also hired my dad, Ben Wilke, to do, I guess, starting with financial aid and admissions, right? And it was in the Strip District, and in the Strip District it was a kind of a big cement block warehouse. I barely remember this. I was walking around there when I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and my Uncle Fran did a bunch of artwork in the building there to kind of brighten and liven things up. It was kind of a modernistic Warhol type thing with giant colorful gears and pistons and things like that. Tim, I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember that over? And so a lot of the artwork that you've seen back here today was also done by our Uncle Fran 40 years later. So hopefully he's on his way here. I don't think he's here yet, but hopefully, artist. Yeah, he'll be here when he gets here. There's another one right here. In my other building, right across the way there, my brother Bernie here did a lot of the artwork in that building. He painted 4 murals. If you get a chance to stop over there sometime, you'll see that the murals are based on hands. It's a hands-on feeling that we have here at the school. So in 1977, my dad helped us move the school from the location in the Strip District up to Browns Hill Road near the Homestead High Level Bridge. It was there in an old ice cream factory for 29 years, and they made the best of that building. And when I started 7 years ago, we were still there, but we were on the way out to here. We've been in Kennedy Township here now for 6 years, and we just love the location. It's close enough to the city. You can almost, from the other parking lot, you can see downtown. But it's right off of I-79, and we're drawing so many students from Washington County, Greene County, Beaver County, Butler County, over in the Weird and West Virginia area, Steubenville. It's just a great location. We love it in Kennedy. A lot of partners in the township, and some of them are here today. Just so happy to be here. The location is fantastic. About 2 years ago, I was visiting. We have some great partners. One of our great partners is Snap-on Tools. And they invited me up to Wisconsin, where they have their headquarters, and they partner with schools all across the country. One of the schools they partnered with is in Wisconsin, Horizon Gateway Training Center, right? And so I was at their facility, and it was just beautiful with, colored floors and shiny and nice and new. And on the way home, on the airplane ride, I was thinking, you know what? We got to get a long-term plan in place. It's very easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day, do this, do that, get this done, buy that, train this. I needed to step back and create a good long-term plan for the school. So on the way back, and I'm kind of a punster, I came up with something called the 2020 vision. So 2020 vision, obviously you're able to see clearly if you have 2020 vision, but it was 10 years from the year 2010 to the year 2020. So it's like a 10-year plan, a 2020 plan. And part of that was to raise the standards of our school, raise the facility standards, make it a more beautiful, functional place to be, raise the standards of our students coming into the school, raise the standards of our training, expand, because we know the need is out there. And if somebody can do it well, that's what we need, right? Our employers tell us that every day. So the 2020 vision was created, and that has been a real spark to do a lot of the training or a lot of the improvements that we've done over the past couple of years and are continuing to do. Since the 2020 vision was put into place, we've been named one of the best places to work in Western Pennsylvania 3 years in a row now by the Pittsburgh Business Times. We've got our new cafeteria in the other building, the Steel Toe Station. Going from some of you that saw us in some of our old facilities, like at Browns Hill Road, where we had a couple old vending machines, to see that cafeteria over there. Who they, by the way, were the people that provided the food this morning. Just a really exciting place to be. Innovations that we've incorporated into our training program, like smart boards, computer-based learning, social media. We have our graduate here, Eric the car guy, is doing some video. If you get a chance later today, check out on the website, ericthecarguy.com, graduate of 1994 from the Brownsville Road location, and now makes his living doing training over the web. And we're thrilled to have him here. So we got another little video segment on Rosedale. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
But so electronic media is involved in everything we do these days, and it can be involved in training too. Not only do we have graduates doing that, but we're doing that ourselves. We have some of our instructors are taping their lectures on the smartboard, and then it's available as a movie for students to review later if they missed class or didn't understand something. Other parts of electronic media that's reaching throughout our programs is we're using text messaging in our student services now. John Fostick, our job placement person, is texting students that are about to graduate if a job comes up that they're interested in. So there's so many things that we can do that we are doing, and it shows up in the results. In the past 5 years, since we've been in Kennedy Township, the number of students in our student population has doubled, 98% increase. The number of graduates is up 161%. In the past 5 years, and those graduates are getting jobs. Our overall job placement rate is about 90%. In the diesel training facility, the diesel graduates, for the past 12 months, the job placement rate is 96%, and that's placed in their field, working in the field that they trained in. Just last week, we had a career fair that the student service team put together. We do this every 6 months or so. We had 50 employers here. Half of them, 25 of them, were here for hiring diesel students. You know, everybody knows that this is hot right now, and these guys make good money. I don't know if you realize this. I had to look this up, but I checked it out. In Pennsylvania, a diesel mechanic, average wage, average salary, is higher than the median. Diesel mechanics make more than most people in this area. You wouldn't have thought that, right? They get to do things they like. They get to do things with their hand. They get to have an impact. Very tangible job that they enjoy, and they're making more money than most people out there. It really is tremendous. Momentum's a powerful thing in this business. We've got some forward momentum going right now. You know, if you do well, you get more students, you get more grads, you get better referrals, you get more students coming in, you can put more money into the program like we've done here. We've put about $3 million into this facility between the building and all the tools and all the equipment. And then that just makes the program better for the future, and it keeps going forward. And it's so great that you're all able to be part of our forward momentum, and I appreciate that. As we've grown, now with 2 buildings, we figured out, okay, we can't just say old building, new building, this building, that building. We needed names for the building. So we sat around and talked about it. Debbie, I don't know how many names we came up with, and it took a while, but then it became obvious. Why not name the buildings for the 2 most influential leaders of Rosedale? So, in a minute, we're going to have Dieselzilla here. Well, we'll still have him pull, right? Do it now, okay? All right, let's have Dieselzilla unveil the name right now. Go ahead, Rob. I knew nothing would go perfect. Something would happen. It wouldn't go perfect. So don't look. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. We're going to unveil a name. Instead of pulling a tarp, we're going to pull your eyes open. Can I tell you something about Dieselzilla? You can see how impressive it is, right? It's a Chevy S10, right? You see it's a Chevy S10 donated by Rob Murphy, our diesel engines instructor. Can I tell you about the engine that's in there? It's a Ford Power Stroke diesel engine in a little Chevy S10. The engine was donated by Charlie Brown's parking garage. You know those little minibuses they run from the parking lot to the airport? That engine just did that. And that's what you can do in diesel engines, diesel technology. This truck, oh, my Uncle Fran just showed up. This truck, I'm going to embarrass him. He hates crowds. Fran Panza, come on down. This truck does it, 10.5 seconds in the quarter mile. The estimated horsepower is over 700, and it's from an engine that had 300,000 miles on it that was from a Charlie Brown minibus. Charlie Brown is my old neighbor, and I think he was supposed to be here today. I haven't seen him yet, but he is here. But anyway, so that's what you can do in the diesel field. The rest of the program here today, thank you for your patience. We're going to have everybody that's here today try to take a turn signing. We have this beautifully painted diesel truck hood. We want you to sign your name as an attendee for this event today in a kind of like a special silver pen that we're going to keep as a memento of today. And we also have demonstrations going on throughout the building in the back here. You can kind of meander your way through. We'll have people kind of guiding you. All the people in the blue shirts are the Rosedale staff. You'll see them as they light up your way there. We have students and faculty members doing demonstrations of some of the things they learn here and train on here at the school. And then on your way out, don't forget to stop and pick up a gift. We have a gift for you at the registration desk where you signed in and got your name badge. Ian, before I forget anything. So the names I came up with for the old building, or over there, the bigger building, is the Phil Chosky Training Center, who was the owner that my dad took the school over from in the year 2000. And this is the Ben Wilke Training Center. My dad's been involved in career training for 40 years. I think he has probably forgotten more about career training than I'll ever know. And I lean on him every day. You may not, some of the staff, you don't see him here every day, but I'm talking to him just about every day. Dad, we got you an office here in this building, just so you know, in your own building. Okay, the Ben Wilke Training Center. And she's someone that I've admired my whole life and tried to emulate. And, you know, for about 15 years after I went into the work world, I was thinking one day that my other brother Dave is here today. I talked about Bernie. David is an accountant at Wilke and Associates down in Carnegie. None of us got into the family business for 15 years, right? Well, for, I guess, 35, 30, 40 years. None of us ever got into the family business. I'm trying to figure out why. And we wanted to go make our own way, right? And that's what we did. We all did that. And the opportunity came up for me to leave retail and join my dad here. And I couldn't have made a better decision. He's helped me guide me through the transition period. And he's here every day to guide me as we continue to move forward. And it's no one I admire more. So thank you, Dad. Love you. Before we break up for the rest of the day, I just wanted to thank the Montour Drumline for being here today. You guys are doing a great job. Some of the students and teachers want you here every day because 8 a.m. it's good to get woken up by some drums banging. So can we get one last little drum exhibition from you guys? Debbie and her staff will kind of lead you around, and don't forget to sign the truck here, and we'll check out the demonstrations. If you have to leave, make sure you get your gift on the way out the door at the registration desk. Okay, thanks again.